Hello again, my good bitches. It's me, the Prince of Massive Dong. And I have brought you another clean slice of death, destruction, turmoil, rape, whatever you want to call it. It's coming at you. And it's coming fast because I have brought a sweet offensive tactic to this match. Because the last time I showed you the nice Spartan corner camp, it's all defensive. This time mixing it up with an ancient Carthaginian tactic of making an entire army of elephants. And the Carthaginians actually used this tactic to defeat the Romans in 50 AD. So if Rome Total War doesn't suck as it normally does, this tactic should be pretty overpowered. And another thing you should probably take into consideration is I hosted this under CWB rules. However, as you can see, I did not abide by CWB rules because warfare is based upon deception, not being friendly, and not obeying any rules. So you could say, hey, Prince of Massive Dong, you're more like a massive douche. But I would obviously say, stop being an asshole. This is a legitimate tactic. And you should just listen to some sweet elephant tips. And right here, you can see, this is an elephant. It's just a regular elephant. It's got tusks, it's got a tail, and what you actually can't see too well is it has 3 lungs. You can kind of see it right there. But that means it can never tire. So you can just run always, and you always should be running to build up that momentum to crush any foe that gets in your way. And they can never tire, even though it says they're exhausted at some points. It doesn't say it now, but it might say exhaustion. But that really just means this guy, he's exhausted, he's just standing up there. That helmet can get pretty heavy, so he can get exhausted pretty quickly, but the elephant is never getting exhausted. So just keep running. And also, which is pretty cool, Rome Total War, for them to do this. What were those guys? Not Rome Total War, but Creative Assembly. They did this for Rome Total War. There's nothing down here. And you might be wondering, where is that 3-foot penis that everyone loves? It's not there because of the Carthaginian technique to chop and dismember any elephant penises to make the elephant a bit more aerodynamic, to improve its speed by like 10 miles per hour or something like that. So it goes so much faster just for cutting off a dick. And they can use that dick for cups, for lamps, whatever they want to do, it's theirs. The elephant doesn't care. You can't feel the dick. It's just down there. But it's gone now, so it's aerodynamic. It's got even more speed. And now you are ready to see the power elephants can supply. And as you can see, I am fighting the Dirty Seleucids, which I know I called them dirty, but they're probably the best faction out there with their cataphracts. And here they are. And the guy made some good decisions with bringing 3 cataphracts. Probably should have went all cataphracts if he knew what he was doing. But especially he screws up right here. What is this, you might be wondering? He probably just lost the game because of this decision right here. Why would you buy archers? I told you guys over and over, archers are a terrible idea, and apparently this guy never got the tip. But this is a complete waste, and he even slightly upgraded them, throwing more of his money in the drain for this useless pot shots at my elephants with their twigs. But he did make a good decision over here. This flank he's got going on, it's extended. That means if I wanted to get around his army, I'd have to go twice as far. I'd have to travel all the way over here instead of just around there, because he's got this. So that was a pretty good move on his part, and he's also got one right over here as well. So I was pretty impressed with that. I thought I might be dealing with a pro, except for the fact that he didn't buy all cataphracts, and he also bought archers. And as you can see, I'm using a bit of deception and running away to trick these archers into moving up. So they've moved up. They are here. They're ready to take some shots. Look, they fired their shots. Probably got 0 kills. Okay, never mind. Not probably. I can guarantee they got 0 kills. And boom! The elephants strike back. All these people, look at this guy. He probably doesn't want to die, but he just died anyway because he's an archer. They deserve more than death. They deserve painful death. And that's what my elephants are born to supply. And trampling, trampling, trampling. And right here, he reacted a little late because he's probably so shocked that his archers died so fast because he's so awful. But he charges with this Cataphracts attack. It was a good thought. Cataphracts can kill a lot of things. But elephants are like the gods of Cataphracts. These things are the champions of the world. They never die. Look at that. Smashing down some Cataphract scum. Easy peasy. But right here, we have a screw up. I don't know what's going on. You see how this is red? My flag is actually white. So these red guys, I don't know what that means. Does that mean they betrayed me? Were they bribed? Or I don't know. They're not obeying. And same with my general. I guess they were both bribed. But the point is, they're traitors now. They abide by the red nation and no longer the white nation. So my elephants had to ditch. I don't know. That was kind of bullshit, but I would have had that in the bag. But the Prince of Massive Dong didn't come to this fight without a plan B. And you're about to see the Prince of Massive Dong using deception like no other person ever could. And right here, I have this nice battle I'm fighting. I have this battle in the bag, but not only am I going to do this, but I'm going to double my efforts in this department with a sweet, decisive deception blow. A flank with all of these Iberian infantry. With these guys, the elite Carthaginian infantry, you just want to make a big ball out of them and you want to throw them at the enemy like a flaming missile of destruction. And these guys, they're not going to die. And then I have even more over here. You might be wondering, why did I divide my forces like this? And then you're an idiot, because everyone knows the saying, divide and conquer. I have divided my forces to conquer both sides of the battlefield, which improves the efficiency, the speed, and the efficiency, and it's just a good tactic. So I got those guys over here and these guys over here. I'm even trying some more flanking maneuvers. These punks are getting thrown down by my elite infantry. I'm hitting from the front, hitting from the behind. He doesn't know what to do. Over here, I decided to show these archers how much they suck, because obviously they didn't know since they came back to the battlefield. So here I have to come all the way over here and teach them a lesson. Over here I realized these routing units have started to come back, which is complete bullshit. Did they not realize they were fighting Iberian infantry, the toughest infantry Carthage has to offer? I mean, come on. Is this game any bit realistic? So I'm slamming into the back of these Cataphracts. They're tough. They're going to cause some damage, but they are just too outnumbered in this situation, and they've already routed once, so they're likely to rout again. And here goes my Iberians getting a full encirclement action from either flank, smashing down on these. These guys are tough. These guys can hold back armies, but they can't hold back armies when they're being stabbed in the back like the dirty dogs that they are. And over here, I've defeated those archers. They're sprinting about. They're doing their thing. But I've got a problem. I've got these infantry that now united against me. And I've got to strike them down fast. So I decided to go with a quick knockout blow of these guys just because my infantry is so absolutely superior to theirs. There's just no way. There's no way. So I got that going on. And I got these guys going in for a flank shot. And same with these guys. We're going to knock down these silver shields. And over here, we're just knocking down that we finally finished off these silver shields. They got like 2 guys left, 3 guys, 4 guys, 5 guys. And they're running. And over here, another glitch in the system. What is this? Elite units running from the battlefield? They're only running from the battlefield if it is to go and tell their king that they've already won. But they're not. They're going. This is not realistic. This is silly. Get back there. These dogs, I didn't tell them to do that. Why are they doing that? That's all. I'm just confused, all. But, the traders are actually, I guess they didn't get paid enough money. They started killing some of these legionnaires, which is pretty nice. Then going back, slamming some more. Boom! And then down here, yeah, the rest of my units over here kind of ran away. I don't know what's up. But, I got these guys over here. And they're getting this nice flank shot stuff going on. You see how I'm making them turn like that? It's called the clock attack. While he's spinning like a clock, I'm just clocking him in the back of the head. So everyone wins except for him. But you'd think that this would be enough to make his troops rout. I guess not. I guess Creative Assembly never heard of the clock strategy. So these dudes, they don't rout. They just stay there. And now all I got left is this. And you might be wondering, Prince of Massive Dong, why did you just throw the match? And yes, I threw the match. I gave up. I let him win. It's because he was just a kid. He didn't know how to play. He probably just stole his mom's credit card, bought the game. I'd feel bad if I took the fun away from this kid by kicking his ass. And I'm not a terrible person like some of you might be, so I had to let him win. So, there you go. The Prince of Macedon giving some charity to these idiots on the internet. And there you go. It's done. Prince of Macedon is out.